watching online. There's some members watching online. But you're not here. You hear me carefully. Because today was one of those Sundays that was quite easily to stay home.
Amen, Bishop.
Amen.
I've been up from 5 a.m. looking at the scripture, just a simple touch. From 5 a.m. Downstairs, sat at the kitchen table and continue to look at just a simple touch. Clock, which is late for me. I'm the pastor see on Sunday morning. Late. Trying to figure out just a simple touch. Came into the pulpit and still had some thoughts. I was sitting there, don't like to do that, trying to complete just a simple touch. And the worship came forth. God said, it's your due season.
Amen. Amen. Hallelujah.
The reason why it is critical for every person to understand.
Say so, Bishop.
When God starts to move, it is critical for you to worship.
Say so again. Don't get it. Amen. That's
Just
right.
can't sit. You just can't come to the sanctuary. Just can't come to the house of the Lord. Just sit to enjoy the music.
Come on.
The music is designed to provoke your spirit to move in a new, distinct direction. You're not here to entertain you. You're here to provoke your spirit. You're here to get to the inner man, to the inner thought,
right,
the inner
sir.
reasoning, and cause us to think and to respond different when it comes to the things of our personal life that is connected directly to God. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Before you came forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee prophet unto the nations. God is speaking to Jeremiah. Quite confused, quite troubled. Because his father was a priest. And because his father was a priest and he saw what his father literally had to live with people's behavior that was contrary to the will of God. People's behavior who he thought as a young man would be righteous, do the right thing at the right time all the time. And he watched his father at home, went through moments of depression, moments of hurt, being confused. Why would God position me in such a place when I desire to have such a peaceful life? But my life is not peaceful. Why? Because the people will not do what they ought to do. Jeremiah saw all of this as a young man, troubled and confused. I don't want to be a priest. And I don't want nothing to do with church and church people and godly people. These people they're supposed to be godly. But what I see tells me that you're not.
Amen.
So I will not touch it.
Amen.
And he desired to walk away from the Lord. God spoke to him and said, before I formed thee in the belly. While your great, I'm going back generations, back to Adam, was the seed of his loin. But the time was not yet. And as generation passed, he's reminding him, you don't have a voice in this, Jeremiah. You don't have a thought in this, Jeremiah. Because before there was even a seed in that is loin, you sat in heaven with me. As a spirit man, and I know your time and your season. Let me help you. If you don't know your time and your season, God knows it.
Amen.
When God has called you and activate you into due season, there's nothing that can stop the hand of God on your life. Some folks just sit around and just waiting for God. No, God is waiting on you. You know it, you felt it, you understand it, but you just act the fool and we're moving it. Oh yes, I played the fool. I did. I had. He shook me. He said, what are you waiting for? I had a man, a bald-headed man, just like myself, called Bill McKinley, Archbishop at the Elam International Fellowship, and said, what are you waiting for? They wasted enough time before I formed you in the belly. I knew it. He never understood that I was waiting for my kids to get to a certain age. I just don't want to put them through the pressure of ministry, being that young. I was not concerned with that because we know who they were. Because the same way you formed them, the same way you formed them. But when your due season comes, when you step out of your mama's womb with what's called a sanctified lifestyle and an ordained purpose. Every person is under my voice. When God set a due season, it can't be stopped. That's what Jeremiah said again in 29. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, said the Lord. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected. What you have difficulty to understand, expectation has been completed. I had a discussion. Was it this morning? I had a discussion. Pastor Z was talking to me considering me a spoiled child. When was it? That was last night or yesterday? Last night? She said to me, you home and this should be done and that should be done, and you didn't do anything. You're spoiled. Said your mama spoiled you, your daddy spoiled you. I said no. But my dad was beating him in a heartbeat. Who spoiled me? My eldest brother, Frank, spoiled me. He made me the brat. Because all my responsibilities I had to do, he did it for me. Don't worry, I have to cover it. Did I understand it would affect me as an older man? Oftentimes, I have stuff to get done, and I do what I feel like doing. You understood that. I had a sister. But when things got tight, she covered me. Did I understand the covering will make me not want to be bothered with some folks? I had a young man we used to call Local John, half crazy, just evil. Always trying to challenge folks. And the only person that he was afraid of in the entire community was my sister. The only person. And he was when I said half crazy, he would hurt you in a second. But his heart was fearful towards her. I used to wonder when I was young, she won't fight for me anyhow, so I just make the trouble in case of anything she fight. But all the time, I never understood that God knew me before the womb. Well, Galatians 6:9 says, but let us not weary, and we'll do it. For in due season, you shall reap if In the time, that time was prepared to kiss the season, and it came together as one. Nothing can actually stand in the way of the will of God for life. Every person here, time and season as kids.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. Glory.
Baby girl, would you just leave my baby son? Don't spank him. He's just like me. When I was that age, just busy. When time showed up and the season has unfolded and come together, nothing and no one can stop the hand of God in your life, not even you yourselves, don't you? Can't stop God. Folks will try because they don't understand exactly who you are. But in your trying, they're going to look and recognize it, because God will take a moment to show them it's your due season. Can't be stopped. When time and season comes together, living becomes what you believe it should be. When these things that seem to be unanswered in ourselves, in our walk, in our rhythm, in the sound in our pulse, but it reflects the reason why God has had the occasion to bring us honor and respect within ourselves first before others. Why? Because when the time is right, the season open, nothing can stop our determination to live godly and different. We continue to work in what's called a exemplified, godly, lovely life. Why? Because we are hearing a voice that is not common to us, a voice of distinction, a voice that brings no controversy, but a voice that brings what's called a steady sound of holiness into our spirits. It reaches deep into our season and to woke us. He calls us to raise up and become who He has called us to be. You're not who you really are because you want to be. You are who you are because God has called you to be. I used to have a complaint when I see folks that have great degrees in certain areas of life, working in a different area of life. And I used to ask the question, how can you study for 4 years and get a bachelor's degree and then add another 2 years to get a master's degree and you're not working your degree? To me, it never made sense. Because if you spent the time studying, then why not make it applicable because you know it? But I've learned and come to understand that even though you may know that, God called you to this because this is what's in you before you were born. Due season. When God called due season, nothing and no one can stop you or it. When God said the time is right for certain things to come to your life, it's it. When God said the time is now, it's it. It can't be stopped. And folks that have what's called a behavior towards who you're becoming, they're going to get angry, but you just have to ignore them. Why? Because they don't understand that they are the good reason that God has set around you to provoke you, because their opposition is your strength. The only way you can develop in who you are when you have what's called spiritual opposition. In the same manner it works with physics, the same manner it works with spirit. Because in order for me to be strengthened, I have to take myself and learn to push this. The weight is so heavy, I can't move it by myself. But because God has no one to help me, I have to move it by myself. And the more I press against it, the stronger the arms become. You get that? The more they come against you spiritually, it's the more stronger you become spiritually. God had them set. I ask one question, no one can give me a great answer. Why would Judas betray Jesus? I will ignorance, you will say, come against truth. He had to have opposition in order to fulfill his destiny. Your opposition positioned you for your due season to fulfill your destiny.
Yes.
You just got to keep moving. You just got to keep doing what you're called to do. And don't see the opposition. See God.
Amen.
For your destiny is secure. Due season can be stopped. Moments can be shifted or changed. What we have done, we have failed to recognize time. And if you fail to recognize time, you're going to miss your timing. I thought when I started ministry, I thought I was just too old because most of the men that I knew started ministry at 20 then, in their 30s. I thought I was prepared for ministry because I had to go to seminary. And everything that I thought was contrary to what God was showing me. I was thinking one thing and God was doing something different. Because he knew me. And he recognized the due season that arrived. I know the thoughts. I recognize the thoughts. The set purpose that I think, the mindful thoughts that you have towards me. A set purpose. Set purpose.
Set purpose.
When your purpose is set, it cannot be changed.
Amen.
That's the reason why you can find so many folks in good career, yet still miserable. How can you be working a good career, making a great salary, and still be miserable? And folks making less than you, and doing less than you, and you're happier. Something is definitely wrong. You're not walking what's called a set purpose on a due season. Don't pursue the cash because you might get lashed. Don't be so crooked and so wicked and so malicious. This is why we have been encouraged so many times. God has spoken to every person here in the sound of my voice. But you never recognized that it was God. You thought it was your thought. Let me help you. When you thought that it was a thought, when it was actually God. Because if it was a thought of yours, it will remain within the sphere of who you are in the moment. But when it goes beyond the sphere where you are, it's the voice of God. See, we locked ourselves in a box, in a spot, in a place, because this is where I am comfortable. So when God begins to speak, he never speaks to your comfort. He speaks to your discomfort to take you to another place where you're not comfortable. Why? Because then you have to trust him and depend on him. You just don't want to raise up a business because you want to raise up a business? No. You're called for that. Handpicked by God for time and season.
Yes.
You don't do what you really want to do because you don't want to be bothered with it. Most of us, when it comes to ourselves, we are very lazy.
Amen.
When it comes to 9 to 5, we are very active. Come on, church, talk to me. Come home and don't do much for ourselves. When God is calling you and provoking you and pushing you and telling you, I have my hand on your life and you're going to walk, think, and act different from who you think you are. I have something for you beyond your understanding, beyond your own wisdom. The wisdom that I'm giving to you is not what you will understand because it's not for you. It's only for you to impart it to others.
Amen.
I'm going to speak with you. I'm going to speak in you. I'm going to speak through you to them. Why? Because before I formed thee, I knew thee.
Amen.
I gave you what you will need for the time that you need it. Notice this. Most folks that work great career never sat in a class for it. Why? Because it was forming them before they were born. Why study to get a master's degree and a doctorate and not work it? But you're doing something completely different. And then you have those of us that don't study for anything, but we're working something. Why can some folks be so creative in one area? And yes, it just seems to be just non-creative in another area. Why some folks seem to be so brilliant over here and quite dumb over here? Doesn't make no sense. And they have this thing that they want to question your brilliance. I have a statement I used to make when I made it out of my own discomfort. When I sat with godly men that, they all showed a degree. I'm at seminary they went to. And I would sit there and I don't want to say, and I asked, so Bishop Cox, so what about you? I'll say to them, oh, by the way, I didn't go to the seminary. I went to the cemetery and caused Chris to die. And caused the bishop to raise up in God. And they would look at me like I was a crazy man. I said, no, you ask me what you want to ask me, and I'm going to guide you through it. My boast was in God, not in myself. Because what I used to be must die.
Amen.
To become what God has called me to be.
Yes.
Don't be weary in well-doing, for in due season ye shall reap. Say due season.
Due season.
Say due season.
Due season.
Due season speaks of when Kairos, heavenly time, meet Chronos, earthly time, and conceives to release the plan of God for your life. Every person had a Kairos moment and don't recognize the word of God. Every time you reach a place in life where your life just seems to just take a turn, and it looked like turmoil in the beginning, and it's not. But it's supposed to look like turmoil to do what? To make you curious to find out what it's all about. The more you become curious, it's the more you begin to receive of God. Without being curious, you receive nothing. Notice this, folks that don't know how to search and be curious receive absolutely nothing. The reason why you have who you have, or who you are, because sometime in your life you became so curious. You wanted to know more about something that doesn't make sense to you. It's not supposed to make sense until you dive into it.
Go ahead.
Are you hearing me online? You gotta go after it. Don't sit and wait for it. Time and season have kissed. Heavenly time and earthly time have kissed. And you have conceived to release the plan of the Lord in your life. Now, watch this here. All situations that you have worked with and worked through really no longer carry that value. Think about this. There's some things in life you have outlived that you thought would never end. For some folks, the pain of divorce, you're still here. Rejection, you're still here.
Yeah.
You've been overlooked, you're still here. You've been betrayed,
Still here.
you're still here. You've been abandoned,
Still here.
you have been sustained beyond yourself.
Still here.
You're not concerned anymore with people,
Still here. Yeah, Lord.
but you have an attitude and behavior. Why? Because you have lifted every opposition that came
My God.
against you. This is the time for which God has kept you alive.
Thank you.
For a time and season like this.
Thank you.
You can't say it now. The turmoil is over. The fight is over. The arguments and discussion, it's over.
Father, thank you.
The shift is on. And your due season has begun. The worship this morning brought us into a due season.
Thank
All
you, Father.
things whatsoever you desire when you pray. That's the problem in due season. We don't know how to pray when we enter a due season. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. maketh me to lie down in green pasture. He leadeth me beside the still water. He restored my soul. He lead me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
Yes,
Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup surely. That's the word of the entire 23rd song. Means no, surely simply means there's no turning back.
Hey.
That's right.
Whatever they do, they can't turn you back. Only you can turn back you. Only you can reject you. Nothing and no one can reject you. And if they do, next. That's why I love me some Pastor Z. Or Pastor Z, see you acting crazy. She said, oh really? Next. You're not the one. Next. You got to know your next. And don't waste time with your moment. But God have a timing in your life. And expecting certain things to be done at a certain time in your life. You gotta stop and think, look and see, get a clear vision, and move. And move. There's some folks in here right here that sound like my voice. Your business should have been in place already. Your property should have been in place already. But you're thinking too much. The time is now. It's your due season. The due season. Because the Lord don't sleep. So God has another plan for you. With real estate. Don't sleep. And it's bigger and it's greater. Don't sleep. And it's not on Long Island. Don't sleep. You're asking for more. He said, tell her I'm going to give her more. And it's not where you think it is. It's not in the city or place where you think it is. Don't sleep. He's going to show you where to go and who to talk to. The moment is within the next 30 days. Don't sleep. I speak to every desire, every dream, every vision, every thought, every imagination, every business person. Your due season is now.
Thank you, Father. Thank you.
Been asking and praying and asking and praying and nothing seems to happen. Get so discouraged and don't want to pray no more because nothing seems to happen. Your due season is now, says God. Now. The vision is about to take place. All that imagination that you had is about to take place. Your career is about to be elevated to another location. No place. You wanted to quit, but you could not quit. Why? Because the seed kept germinating within you. The seed that God placed in you. The seed that God sowed in you. In the midst of pain and disappointment and rejection, all of that, God said, I kept the seed growing. You have to learn how to understand on a personal level disappointment. Don't sit there because the seed keeps going. In sorrow, don't sit there. In pain, don't sit there. In rejection, don't sit there. Keep growing. They come to oppose, but they come to produce greater in you.
Thank you, Lord.
See if this time, the time is now. Your season is now. Your shift is on.
Glory.
Shift is on. Who shall see God?
Yes.
Shift is now. He came to help us to understand that our worship this morning provoked his hand in our lives. stage.
Hallelujah. Yes, Lord.
Thank you, Father.
I remember my great Bishop Wilbert Sterling Gorey and Alexander McKinley. I always say, it did not come to stay. It came to pass. And to come to pass, get ready.
Yes, Lord.
Because you're in the passing stage of your life. Every business person is on my voice, stand to your feet quickly. Every business person, stand to your feet quickly. Toshkamandi, Kitarando, Katai. Give me some water. Give me a bucket. Where's Natasha? Hey. Need a bucket of water? God is going to anoint your hands. God is going to anoint your hands for a wealth transfer. Money cometh now, and it is here now.